everyone, welcome back to 20 something. I am your host Melanie, and today we have another special guest. Meet my friend. Wait, really?
Awesome.
Today we have another special guest. Meet my close friend Tabitha, and we are going to be talking about our life as baristas working for Starbucks, and that we just want to move out so badly. So we're just gonna have an open, raw, real conversation, just talking about this. And like I said before, it could be very short or it could be very long, however long. We just want to keep the conversation going to spread awareness to 20-something-year-olds. How long have you worked at the Starbucks in our licensed store?
March 11th or 12th.
Okay, yeah.
So almost a year coming up.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I've been at Starbucks in the licensed store since September 3rd, so my year will mark then, so I still have a little bit of time.
Okay, yeah.
Still fairly new.
Been here longer than I thought, though.
Yeah.
I was only thinking you were here for maybe 3 months.
I know, I think now it's 5 months.
Yeah.
And then you've been here almost a year at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess, with our job, because we work in a licensed store, so the Starbucks is a little different. We just want to talk about that. No, guys, it's not always glamorous. We do have a fun time, and we do have an amazing team, just working with Starbucks, because it's different in a licensed store.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's also a lot more strict on a lot of the policies, like the dress code for one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we have to be a lot more, what's the word, approachable, I guess,
And professional.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're in a store, not like a Starbucks by themselves, but
yeah,
so it's a lot more we're showing Starbucks, but we're also showing off the store as well, because we're employees there as well.
We truly do all love our whole team.
Yeah.
This is the best job I've ever had. I've had worse jobs, so we do love this job. It's just sometimes we just want to say the reality that it is hard and is demanding, but we do truly love everyone on the team. We're like a little Starbucks family.
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of want to talk about the truth of it can be really tough sometimes and just not that easy. Especially because we're the closers, so we have to close by ourselves all the time, and that's really hard.
Yeah, so it would be working maybe from 4 to 6 hours almost by ourselves sometimes.
Yeah.
The kiosk is our responsibility in entirety, so it's everything that we do, we have to make sure everything's stocked and everything is made, everything's dated correctly, nothing's out of date.
Yeah.
And obviously helping customers and helping them in any way we can.
Customers come first.
Yeah, it's a lot more than just making coffee. It is making connection with people, and our assistant manager and even our manager has talked about stories of customers that they've had for years that will come up and cry to them, or really heartfelt conversations and things with them. I love that, because it's more of a connection on a personal basis than just just
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's a lot different too than, because I used to work at a different store in a horrible department, and it was the worst job I've ever had. And so it's a lot different going from that to this, and definitely having a smaller group of people to work with. But I feel because we have less people, we're able to connect more as a family, because we're obviously having to cover each other's shifts, and it's a lot more personal.
Yeah.
Which I also like. But yeah, there's a lot of times it's been very stressful.
Yeah, we've had some stressful days. We have Friday Love sometimes.
Yeah, it's a grande and a pastry drink for $5, or a venti drink and a pastry for $6. Yeah, but it's such a popular thing, and it's a great deal. So we always have tons of customers. And
or happy hour Thursdays, those are the worst. I do not like happy hour Thursday.
Almost every Thursday we have those, and
mm-hmm.
one of us is usually closing then, so it's from 5 to closing, it's hard.
4 drinks, it's oh my gosh, it's just so much sometimes. It's stressful. We love our job, but at the same time it's really stressful. Drinks are fun to make.
Yeah, because it's almost like an art, if you think about it.
Totally.
Making drinks, but it's it is, once you get it down and you kind of get used to the flow of things, and you have your own way of making drinks and doing things, like your own system, then it is a lot of fun, and it's a nice job for people that like talking and connecting with people, I think.
Yeah,
that are very sociable.
I feel like for me, I have a hard time connecting with people, and maybe it's because I'm a little too professional, but I don't know. We have another coworker who just like gives hugs, and she can like really connect with customers. And then like you, on the other hand, you get kind of a lot of like, you get like tough customers, I feel like.
Yeah, I do get a lot of customers that are like very specific with their drinks, I think. And so it's, I feel like because I've gotten those customers, and like they'll come up now and like they'll want specifically me to make their drinks because I've made them so often and I've made them how they like it, which is nice because it's like they specifically want me to make it, so it's kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
But it's also very stressful because it's like you have to make sure you get everything right and the ingredients right, the amount right, and it's and if you don't, that we have those customers that will say something about it.
Yeah. And then it's busy, and it's like, and you have to take care of them first because they were first.
I mean, I understand you want your drink how you're wanting it. You know, obviously you pay for it, you get it the way you want, but
it's like, expensive too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so we get it. Yeah. And then speaking of expensive, we kind of wanted to go into like,
we're both 21.
We were both 21. We're both 21-year-olds. We're really trying to move out, but realistically it's just too hard. Like, it's expensive, and we don't make a lot.
No. Yeah, that's another thing that I've been kind of contemplating getting another job because of this, but like I love my job, so it's really hard to be like I don't want to work there anymore, but
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it's tough to make a living off of what we get, and because like our hours are really short, and it's basically a part-time position, so we only get like maybe 20 hours if that a week,
and we only work 4 to 6 during the shift.
Yeah, so
4 to 6 hours, I mean.
Yeah, 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's not a livable situation, that's for sure, especially with rent being as high as it is now. Which sucks because I really do like my job. Like, I love my job, but it's, you gotta kind of think of it more as a professional standpoint, I guess, and be like, okay, well, can I actually afford rent with this job? If not, then I need to look at other options. And
totally.
Yeah, which sucks.
The more hours.
And it'll make me sad if I end up having to leave, but
my goal is to at least work there for a year, because I want that year experience if I ever do work in coffee again. So after September 3rd is really when I'm going to be like, is there another job, or do I just stay here if this is like content for me right now? So I'm really trying to get to that year goal right now, and hopefully I'll be able to achieve it. I feel like I will, honestly. Like, I like my job a lot. I'm really content with it, and I don't have anything, unless if something were to really bad happen, obviously I'd leave sooner, but nothing bad has happened. I love my job, and so the year is a goal for me, 1 year.
And our work family is amazing, which
I
don't know if I really said that. And I mean, like, with my other job that I worked at beforehand, I never really had that connection with my coworkers. Like, obviously I had friends, and like I would hang out with some of them after work, or we would go out or something, but I don't feel like it was as much of a connection as it is with the people that I have now. Yeah. Which I am like blessed to have these people in my life.
Same. I am so blessed too. Like, we're not only family with the Starbucks, but we're family with the licensed store as well. So we have so many friends that are just like family to us. Yeah. Truly.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we didn't even say that.
I know, we were going to mention
like, we only friends with people that work in Starbucks? Okay.
No, we're friends with more than Starbucks. That's the bonus of honestly working in a licensed store. You get to meet so many amazing people that change your life. You know, like after I was a college dropout, after I was like a college dropout, I really just like needed friends, because it's like, well, I'm not in college anymore. And so work has really became a family for me. And no one judges each other. Everyone's so nice. Everyone brings each other up.
Because we are in a licensed store, and there's so many other departments that you can get cross-trained. And so you can get more hours in other departments, which is really nice. So that's always an option too, I guess.
So that is an option too. So there is other options, because you worked a lot in like floral during Valentine's. Oh, that was a crazy week.
That was rough, But
like,
it was fun.
You're so lucky though, because you get to have your hair down and everything. We have to have our hair up in hats and aprons. I don't like the uniform anymore. I was first so excited. Now I'm like, I don't feel myself.
I know, that's another thing I don't like. I first of all, the hat, like, I always have my hair up in like a really high bun, and so I can't put my hat on if I have that.
I mean, like, honestly, when I started coming into the licensed store a lot, like, I would come in the later time, so that's why closing was just meant for me, because I knew Tabitha the most. Like, Tabitha actually got me the hookup in the job. Because I did not think I was going to get hired, guys. I'm like, I give up. And then Tabitha kept telling our manager to hire me, and I got hired.
Yeah, I was like, you need to come in the days that she's working. Like, I wrote down her schedule for the entire week when she had to come in when the manager was there. And I was really excited to see that she finally got the job. And because I was like telling our manager, I was like, you know, this girl, she's really sweet. Like, she really should get this job. And we were needing people. And so I was
and
happy
someone
she
quit
took my...
anyways, too.
Yeah.
So it was like,
yeah.
But I swear, I did not think I was honestly going to get hired because I never got a call for like a good couple weeks. I'm like, I give up, and then I get a call.
I mean, to be fair, when I first applied there, so I applied in, I want to say October or November. Didn't get a call back or anything until like mid-January, early February.
Okay.
So it was a while before I got a call back.
Longer than myself. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a job then either because I had quit my other job. And so I was kind of just waiting, which I guess I should have actually come in and like you did and like was like, hey, I want this job. Yeah. I didn't at all. I called and I was like, well, if they're gonna, you know, if they really want me, they'll call back. And they never did. So I kept like texting our manager then and like calling. And she was trying to get me hired on.
There was a transition where people were leaving, so then I couldn't get hired right away.
Yeah.
It was complicated for me too.
Yeah, because they were hiring a lot for obviously like seasonal things because Christmas was right around the corner. So I think they were getting a lot of applications in, so they had to kind of like weed through them all.
For me, it was summer, so it was a nice transition because I had to learn like, well, nice transition, but realistically a hard transition. Not only had I needed to learn all the drinks, but I had to learn the fall drinks. I had to learn everything. I had to study Starbucks like I was going to school for Starbucks.
Yeah. I started in March, and I luckily, because around that time, it was like the beginning of the year, there wasn't too many like seasonal things going on because like all the Christmas stuff had passed. So I kind of just had to learn the basic drinks. And then once I got the basic drinks down, then the seasonal drinks started to come in, so I was able to learn it a lot easier because I already knew the basic ones, and they're very similar to the seasonal. It's just like different ingredients.
Yeah.
So that helped me quite a lot.
Lucky. Yeah. I had to study everything right away.
And I felt so bad for you because you were like trying so hard, but it was just it's a lot at first.
It was a lot, and I was fearful I was gonna get fired because I didn't know the drinks. You know, it was scary and a lot of pressure.
Yeah, we were talking about living on your own.
Yeah, living on our own.
That. Yeah.
Trying. Failing. That's the reality.
It's very expensive, and even if you have like a person to move in with, it's also really expensive. And in my case, I don't want to hold the person that I'm living with, you know, responsible for like if I end up not being able to pay for a month or something goes on, I lose my job or something like that. I don't want to be that person that like, it's like, okay, well, the person I live with now has to, you know, pay for this and do this and help me out. And I don't want to, like, do that because I've heard that that's ruined friendships before. And so I think that's part of the reason why I'm still kind of very iffy on moving out because I definitely can't afford it on my own. But I don't want to, like, screw any of my friends over or lose friends just to be able to live by myself.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of been stuck.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when you move in with friends, it's actually a bad thing because it creates a disconnect and then you guys find things to hate about each other and you shouldn't. You should love your friends, you know?
It's just the stress of, you know, having to afford rent and the utilities and the who's going to buy food and what food and who's going to buy this and that.
You already have to buy gas if you drive a car.
Yeah, and like furniture is always an issue, especially if you're like end up moving out and then you're like, okay, well, who's going to get the furniture? And I just, it's very complicated, and I'd rather just not deal with that until I'm like, I know I'm ready. Because one of my best friends, she's lived on her own since she got out of high school. So like 3 years or so now. And she's had to move back in a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Like with her sister. I think like 3 times now because she's been in situations where she's gotten screwed over or, basically just that she's gotten screwed over. And so I feel bad for her, and I don't want to like put her through that either because we've talked about moving out together, but I'm like, I don't want to screw you over. And so and I know like from her experience, I know how rough it can be to live on your own and then to get screwed over. So
oh my gosh, totally.
It's rough. Yeah.
And then like for me personally, like obviously I want to live on my own before if I end up, you know, marrying a guy and have kids, all that jazz. Like, single over here, so I'm like, I'm not even thinking about that right now. But personally, for me, I want a blue and pink house. I want to have like a little Melanie headquarters. So I don't really want a room with anyone because what if they don't like blue and pink? I know this is so little.
Wait,
and like
you want
lame.
the outside of your house to be blue and pink?
No, sorry. I want the inside of my house.
Okay, I was
Not
like,
the
that would be
outside.
interesting.
No, the outside
but-
needs to be like a nice color. No, I do not want like a blue or pink.
I mean, like a really pastel, light blue might be kind of nice.
Yeah,
but yeah, the
or a hot
combination.
pink.
I don't know.
Maybe not a hot pink. It'd be cool to have a pink house. Be like, I have a pink house.
Everyone would know it was your house if you did hot pink, though. That's for sure.
That is true. I don't know. For me, I think about like little things like house decor as well because that's important.
Yeah, decorating is my favorite.
Yeah,
thing.
same. And if you share with someone, you have to make compromises.
Yeah.
So that's why we're really trying to do it on our own, especially if we do end up with someone, a guy in the future. We want to have our own experience first.
And you don't want to have to like fight over who gets the bigger bedroom, and that's always an issue. That's even an issue with like family that I've dealt with.
Yeah, I just want to be on my own. Here's a fact I learned too. Once you move out from your family and you actually visit them more, and you grow more respect for them because you miss them and you actually have a better relationship with them too.
Yeah.
This is like what happened. Like one of my cousins moved out with his family and he lives 30 to an hour away. And so now when he visits, it's like actually quality time. So sometimes moving out is healthy for a family relationship.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it was with my grandpa. I mean, I lived with my grandpa after my grandma died for a while, and like we were kind of like butting heads all the time. And so I was like, I can't do this. I don't want to ruin our friendship, our relationship. Mm-hmm. So I ended up moving back in with my dad, and like now me and my grandpa like get along a lot better because I'm not just constantly there with him all the time, and like I miss him obviously since I don't live with him, so it's a different kind of relationship that you get after that, I feel. So
definitely. I think we covered everything today.
I think so. Hopefully we did.
Hopefully we helped you out. That's the whole point of doing 20-something. It's to spread awareness to all you guys and help you guys with what 20-year-olds are really going through. I feel like with social media, particularly Instagram, everyone makes it like their life is so perfect. And I just want this series to show that like, no, our lives are not perfect. My point is I don't show a good example because on my Instagram, I love to post colorful, happy, smiley things. But the reason why I honestly do is because I go through so much in my life, and especially right now in my young 20s, I don't want you guys to always see that. I want you guys to see positivity. There's all this bullying and negativity, even like on social. So my page, I want it to be like happy where people can go on it and be like, oh my gosh. I feel like the whole point of doing 20-something is this is a platform to open up and for us to open up on our socials as well.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah. That is everything today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Okay, it's fine. I've been there since September. That's like my birthday month too. Plane. I was like
throwing shade.
Unless if something happens, but
Car.
Thanks, neighbors.
I'm just gonna do that. Everybody that drives by.
Car.
Really? Another one. Uber.
Oh,
I thought, isn't he's the one that like backed
It's all the way
all the way in earlier? That black car. What
yeah,
the
made him
heck?
seem like he was gonna park where we were trying to walk, but ended
And then
up
he just like backs in.
yeah, into like the other place.
This is what happens when we talk and film like all day. We recognize things.
Yeah, I luckily got my job around May, obviously. Wait, January, February, March. I always get March and May confused. But yeah, I got my job around March.
Now everyone knows what store we work at.
Okay, we're gonna edit that out. Okay, wait. So we're actually gonna legit edit that out.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
expensive everywhere, but it's she's texting us.
I know we're gonna have to get back to Aaron,
Yeah.
but this will probably be the last part. So we'll. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
probably.
just at 17 minutes and 30 seconds.
So yeah, we'll just restart the scene. So
What was this thing? Yeah,
moving out.
moving out. How do you want to start or end that?
I
I was just gonna say, okay, so yeah, moving out, I was just gonna say that it's
I don't show a good example because my Instagram is always bubbly and happy. Really?
2 cars in a row.
That's the
Also.
same one from last time.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want me to like
Hi.
or something?
Hi, neighbors.
And another one.
And another one.
And a plane.
And a plane. Yay! Every time I see a plane now, guys, I have anxiety because I have to fly alone in like the next week. It's fine.
Oh,
it's
you'll be
fine.
okay.
I'll be fine. I'll survive.
Oh,
You know,
come on.
like,
You know
cause
those
attention.
13-year-old posts where you post all black and go,
Oh yeah,
don't
definitely.
contact me?
Yeah, I have a bunch of those on Facebook. They're really bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. They're gonna be in more of my videos, like regular vlogs. So if you're like, are we gonna see them again? You're gonna see them again. Yay!
In less like formal ways too.
Oh,
So,
we're gonna do a
like,
collab. They're creating YouTube, which is awesome. I finally have YouTuber friends.
I'll be screaming in the background or something in one of them, I'm sure.
I've always wanted friends.
We're
just
going to be
do
gosh
vlogs.
damn gorgeous in all of them.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna look great.
Gorgeous.
These
I love
these queens are honestly gonna teach me how to do makeup because I don't know how to do makeup. They have their makeup done all nice. I don't.
I mean, I don't have my eyeshadow or anything done, but thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess sometimes I don't need makeup, but I'm like, I
You don't.
want it.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. Maybe you guys are beautiful too. I mean it. And like, but sometimes you just want to feel pretty, you know?
Oh, I get it.
So I'm
yeah.
like, I want makeup, even if I don't need it.
Yeah, I get it. We should do like a thing where it's like I do half your face and she does half your face.
Two
would be a
very
fun
different makeup.
Exactly.
Types.
Oh, that'd be
the
so
fun
good.
of it,
My
though.
face, people would be like, wow, Melanie.